Hey, I'm Jordan Amiola, an award-winning screenwriter with many produced movies, TV shows, and creator of Monster Therapy. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 essential steps to writing a horror movie, using examples from Jaws, Alien, A Quiet Place, Scream, Psycho, and more. These lessons come straight from my Write a Horror Movie course inside the Screenwriting Success Club. Links in the description. Let's jump in. Step 1. Set the tone from the start. In Child's Play, a serial killer is being chased by a policeman. The chase gets you into the movie right away, and the serial killer will become Chucky. In Scream, the first 12 minutes is the Ghostface killer toying with Drew Barrymore until he kills her boyfriend and then eventually kills her. The opening scene is over 10 minutes long, but it sets the tone from the start. In A Quiet Place, we don't hear a sound for the first 7 minutes of the film. It's incredibly quiet as the family is being introduced in a drugstore, trying to get a prescription before they walk back home together. In your opening scene, you want to introduce the protagonist or the antagonist. The first scene of Jaws is the first shark attack. Even though we don't see the shark, we are being introduced to the antagonist right away. Step 2. Who, what, why, where, and when. For your audience to stay on board, answer these questions in the beginning of your story. Who? Who is the story about? Who's the protagonist? Who's the antagonist? Who else are the main characters? What is the story about? And what is the goal of your main characters? Why? Why is your audience interested in this story? And why are the characters involved in their goal? Where? Where does it take place? Paint the world and setting of the story. Lastly, when does this story take place? Is it modern times? Or is it 100 years ago? Or is it 100 years into the future? Let us know if it's past, present, or future. You want to give each character a strong introduction and make them distinct and interesting. Step 3. After you set up your story, your main character will experience an inciting incident. This is the thing that will forever change their lives and push your story forward. In Child's Play, Andy's mom buys Chucky from a peddler for cheap because she can't afford a good guy doll. In Insidious, Dalton falls off the ladder in the attic and hits his head. Not right away, but the next day, he won't wake up in bed, and they take him to the hospital where they think he's in a coma. He spends 3 more months in that coma. In these pages, it's common to have some non-believers, even after some spooky things take place. Characters are hesitant towards change. In Jaws, even after 2 shark attacks, the mayor of Amity Island doesn't want to close the beach yet. Even though our hero, Sheriff Brody, does, the mayor insists that the 4th of July weekend is too big of a deal. Your main character doesn't necessarily know that the inciting incident will rock their world and push them in a new direction. Step 4. Entertainment explosion. Act 2 starts when your hero lets go of their old ways and their old world. In most other genres, this is by choice. But in horror, they are often thrown into this new world by the antagonist, and there's no going back. The antagonist will probably start killing or haunting characters. In Scream, Ghostface taunts Sydney, and the teenagers at her high school don't take anything seriously. Eventually, the principal of the school, played by Henry Winkler, gets killed off. In Child's Play, after Chucky kills the babysitter, he convinces Andy to go on the subway into an unsafe neighborhood so Chucky can kill someone else. Chucky only talks to Andy, and of course, none of the adults believe that a doll can talk. In Friday the 13th, after we meet all the camp counselors, we see them get stalked and killed one by one. Step 5. The midpoint. About halfway through your story, your hero will hit the midpoint, and this is a major turning point. In Psycho, the midpoint is the famous shower scene with the music. And when Norman Bates kills the hero that we were following, the movie takes a complete turn after our first protagonist is dead. In Child's Play, Karen loses her son after the police find him at a crime scene after Chucky kills his second victim. Andy is then taken away to a psychiatric center. Karen, Andy's mom, takes Chucky home and tries to make him talk, but he doesn't. A moment later, she finds the good guy box and finds out that the batteries haven't been placed in Chucky. In Alien, the midpoint is when the alien bursts out of Kane's chest, and now the alien is somewhere on the ship. They can't contain the alien, and the killing spree has just begun. In Jaws, The townspeople think Jaws is dead, as they kill the shark in Act 2A. But Sheriff Brody and Matt don't think it was Jaws. The midpoint is Jaws comes back with a vengeance and kills someone on the beach when the beach is more full of people than ever before. And Sheriff Brody almost loses his son to the shark. Something has to be done about the shark situation right now. Make sure to increase the conflict and the tension at the midpoint. Step 6. After your midpoint, amp up the stakes and conflict against your main characters until your hero reaches a new low. In Psycho, Norman Bates is winning, as his lies let him get away with murder. In Alien, the alien keeps growing more and more. It kills crew members one by one, including the captain of the ship. The more people the alien kills, the bigger the alien gets. The crew tries to go after the alien, but nothing works. And the alien is getting more and more powerful. Keep thinking about how the antagonist can win until they reach step 7, your all is lost moment. In A Quiet Place, John Krasinski, the father of the family, dies. He sacrifices himself to save his children. In Scream, the teenagers are throwing a party, and they think they'll be safe from the killer if they stick together. But of course, the killer is among them. And Ghostface kills Sydney's best friend. In Alien, it's when Ellen Ripley has no one else to help her. She's all alone in the ship, just her and the alien. The term final girl comes to play in these pages. In Nightmare on Elm Street, Annie is locked inside her house after her mom puts bars in the window, preventing her from seeing her boyfriend, played by Johnny Depp. She knows Freddy Krueger is going after Johnny. She screams for Johnny, but Johnny is asleep. And then we watch Johnny Depp get sucked into bed and then blown up into a geyser of blood and guts. This movie started with 4 teenagers having nightmares, and now there's only 1 left. In these pages, think about how to make your protagonist lose. At the end of Act 2, your hero should be worse off than when the story started. Then we'll enter Act 3 and Step 8, the comeback. After the all is lost moment, your hero has been beaten down, but they are still alive, and where there's a will, there's a way. In A Quiet Place, Reagan, the oldest of the children, goes into the basement for the first time and starts to finish her father's work. She discovers the hearing aids he was working on can be used as a weapon to take down the monsters. In Alien, Ripley decides to self-destruct the spaceship. There's no way she's letting the alien get to Earth. She'll fly out in an escape pod and let the alien blow up in the spaceship behind her. Sometimes, your hero would join forces with someone else they didn't get along with before, so they can take down a common enemy. In Warm Bodies, the zombies and the humans join forces to take down the bonies. When your hero is ready to fight, it's time for Step 9, the big event. The middle of Act 3 is where you have your big event. This is the section where you pin your protagonist and antagonist against each other for the final fight. In Jaws, there are 3 crew members on the boat. One gets eaten by the shark, one we think is dead underwater, and Sheriff Brody, our hero, has to face the shark one-on-one, as the boat is sinking and he's desperately running out of ammo. In Insidious, Dalton's father has to go to the further to save his son. Then he literally has to fight off demons and ghosts that want to take over his son's body. In Scream, all the characters who are still alive have an epic fight in the house, and the main character, Sydney, finds out who the killers are. In Alien, Ripley thought she was safe in the escape pod, but she finds out the alien is there too. Blowing up the spaceship didn't accomplish anything. Now she has to get the alien out of the escape pod. Step 10, wrap it up. Once the monster is defeated, we see who lives to tell the tale. In Psycho, Norman Bates is finally found out for who he is. It's also common to have one last scare. In Insidious, Josh kills Elise, the psychic lady. After she takes a picture of Josh, we find out Josh's body has been possessed by the parasite woman from the further. Usually in the end, the monster always comes back, even if for a second. In A Quiet Place, as soon as they find the weakness and kill the monster, more monsters start to come after them. You can find these lessons in even greater detail in my Write a Horror Movie course inside the Screenwriting Success Club. If you're interested in screenwriting but don't know where to start, this is the place to be. There's classes for complete beginners and for writers who have scripts done. With your membership, you'll get on-demand screenwriting courses, a movie club to talk about new and classic movies, table reads with pro actors, monthly screenwriting challenges, and a lot more. Oh, and if you love horror comedy, check out my series, Monster Therapy, about monsters in marriage therapy.
All I ever hear is ch-ch-ch.
I don't hear that. I'm not Michael Halloweeny Myers. I'm Freddy freaking Krueger.
Yes, we are adults of the corn.
Ready to stop dreaming about writing and actually do it? Join the Screenwriting Success Club. Subscribe for more screenwriting tips. See you inside the Screenwriting Success Club.